and punishment. The world must force Pakistan to take tangible steps against terror networks. So it says that the world together, it should go against it should say to Pakistan that they should control their terrorism. The conviction of Hafiz Saeed, a UN designated terrorist whom India and the US blame for the 2008 Mumbai terror attack that killed 166 by a Lahore anti-terrorism court on terror finance charges, show that the Pakistan can be forced to act against terror networks under international pressure. So there's a terrorist of India against India. His name is Hafiz Saeed. So India and US both of them claim that he is the one who is responsible for the Mumbai terror which happened in the year 2008. In that 166 people were killed by him. Not only him, um, there was a whole group which was known as Lahore anti-terrorism. So in that whole group, he was the leader, and that group killed 166 people in Mumbai. Now, the reason for that may be that or the Pakistan is under the Pakistan was under international pressure. So to clear that pressure off, it may have done this. Saeed in jail since July last year was convicted in another case of terror financing in February this year. So Hafiz Saeed, he was in jail for many years, and recently in the last year there was another case on him. So because of that, he now has to stay even more longer in the jail. Saeed would not serve any additional jail term, as the judge said he would serve the punishment concurrently with the other sentences. And as already I said, he will not be taking any extra time after this jail period will be completed. Because all the sentences which he got until now, all of them will be satisfied in only in this one go. But the repeated convictions of someone who was a favorite of Pakistan's military establishment till a few years ago in terror financing cases underscore the concerns of India and the US have about his operations. So, the countries like India and America or US are worried about his operations. I mean, when he comes out after his time is over, he would again go outside the countries and do some terror attacks. So some countries are really worried about that, and they are insisting the judge to keep him in the jail for all the sentences separately. He first founded the LET in the 1990s, targeting India. When the terror group came under international pressure, he revived the JUD, supposedly in Islamic Charity, in 2002, which India accuses of being the LET front. Even after Mumbai attack, Pakistan refused to act against Saeed and his networks. So even after the Mumbai attack, which happened in the year 2008, even after that, the Pakistani government did not take any action against Hafiz Saeed. So it may be good to assume that it may be reasonable to assume that Pakistan sent him on purpose. It was only after the US declared a bounty on Saeed's head and the UN proscribed his organizations in Pakistan, facing pressure from the FATF banned his organizations. So only this idea became confirmed only when UN started a bounty on him. After the US kept a bounty on him or a search for him, only after that it was confirmed that Pakistan was behind this all the time. Unsurprisingly, the latest conviction comes a month after the FATF, a global dirty money watchdog, urged Pakistan to complete an internationally agreed action plan to fight terror financing. So, unsurprisingly, the latest conviction comes a month after the FATF. So, the latest conviction of the prisoner Hafiz Saeed, who has been in the jail for already many years, his latest conviction, his latest conviction came after the FATF, a global dirty money watchdog, urged Pakistan to complete an internationally speed action plan to fight terror financing. So, in this case, Pakistan was actually pressured or urged by someone who was a money dog, and because of that, because of that, he had to Hafiz Saeed. He went he participated in the terrorism. So because of that, he got the latest conviction last month. But in February 2018, Pakistan endorsed a UN list of terrorists against organizations of operationing in the country and enforced a nationwide ban on them, including the LET and the JOD, before a meeting of the FATF. In February 2018, Pakistan endorsed a UN list of terrorist organizations operating in the country. So, the UN prepared the list of the Pakistani terrorist groups who are operating in their country, and Pakistan had seen that list. After it saw the list, it said that we are going to ban each and every one of these. Which ever since Pakistan, which cannot afford to be blacklisted, especially when its economy is in a shambles, has moved against Saeed. So, as I said, the whole world knew that Pakistan was behind the back of Hafiz Saeed all the time. But Pakistan agreed that only when the actual situation of Pakistan was very worse. Its economy was too low and it was facing many problems. So if it did not accept Hafiz Saeed as their own member, then there would be more problems. So in that time, Pakistan accepted that we are the ones who sent Hafiz Saeed. The anti-terrorism department's FIRs against Saeed and his aides caused the JUD of financing terrorism from its fund collections in the name of charity through NGOs. While the authorities move against Saeed is welcome, the question is whether these are genuine attempts to fight terrorism or half-hearted measures to dodge international pressure. So now, after Pakistan agreed that yes, Saeed is one of us, then many other questions arise in the people around the world. They have started to think that is Pakistan really agreeing for this, or is it or is it just making a cover up so that the international pressure on Pakistan was more at that time. So did Pakistan accept Hafiz Saeed only because it had more pressure on its country? So the main question is, are these attempts of Pakistan to accept to accept Hafiz Saeed as a member of his own and to ban all the terrorist groups in UN, are all of these attempts are they genuine? Are they only half-hearted uh, because because by doing so they could have avoided the international pressure? There are doubts because Pakistan had used anti-India and anti-Afghan terrorist networks for strategic advantages. Now, after it accepted Hafiz Saeed as their own member, Pakistan did not go all out. It used some anti-Indian terrorist groups and anti-Afghanistan terrorist groups. It was this dual policy of fighting terror at home while nurturing error groups that target it was this dual policy of fighting terror at home while nurturing error groups that targets its rival abroad that has been responsible for Pakistan's predicament. If it is serious about fighting terrorism, Pakistan should crack down on the error financing and terror infrastructure. So, if the country Pakistan is really passionate and if it is really willing to take down the whole terrorism group in its country also in the other countries, it should immediately keep a search for them, and if possible, it should ban all of them right now. Pakistan should either crack down on terror financing and terror infrastructure. The international community and organizations, including the FATF, should keep up the pressure until Islamabad shows tangible outcomes. So, the reason why Pakistan accepted Hafiz Saeed as their own member, and also the reason why Pakistan agreed to ban all the terrorist groups of Pakistan in the country when is because during that time the international pressure on Pakistan was very more. So because of that, it accepted it had tried many attempts. So if we keep on this pressure continue, if we keep on this pressure continuously on Pakistan, then we may see some good results coming out of Pakistan. Thank you.